Om.
ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः प्रज्ञानाशु प्रतानैस्थिरचरनिकरव्यापिभिर्व्याप्य लोकान् भुक्त्वा भोगान् स्थविष्ठान् पुनरपि धिषणोद्भासितान् कामजन्यान् पीत्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् स्वपिति मधुरभुङ् मायया भोजयन्नः माया संख्यातुरीयं परममृतमजं ब्रह्म यत्तन्नतोऽस्मि यो विश्वात्मा विधिज विषयान् प्राश्य भोगान् स्थविष्ठान् पश्चाच्चान्यान् स्वमति विभवान् ज्योतिषा स्वेन सूक्ष्मान् सर्वानेतान् पुनरपि शनैः स्वात्मनि स्थापयित्वा हित्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् विगतगुणगणः पात्वसौ नस्तुरीयः
Mandukya Upanishad, Chapter 3, Karika 17, read.
स्वसिद्धान्तव्यवस्थासु द्वैतिनो निश्चिता दृढं परस्परं विरुध्यन्ते तैरयं न विरुध्यते.
The Advaya Darshana, the truth that ultimate reality is non-dual in nature, Chaitanya and Chaitanya alone. There is no occasion for the dualistic Jagat to be there. This darshana, this knowledge is the correct knowledge because it is based on Shruti. The Vedas, Upanishad means Vedas. The highest pramana, the final means of knowledge, final pramana, higher than which there is no other pramana at all. Not only that, it is given to reasoning. So therefore, what Advaita establishes is the truth. Whereas the other schools of thought are neither based on the Shruti Pramana, means they are against the Shruti Pramana, and not only that, what they say is not given to reasoning. This being so, what they say is wrong. Not only that, these people who establish duality are so rigid about their view. This alone is the truth, nothing else. And they are so rigid about their concept that they have got raga, dvesha, likes, dislikes, haughtiness, etc. There is also other reason why they are not correct. Also, they differ among themselves. They also have different types of doshas. This is now highlighted. At the same time, Advaita had no grudge against these people. Let us see. Read now. Take the Anvaya. Swasiddhanta vyavasthasu dvaitinaha dridam nishchitaha parasparam virudhyante ayam taihi na virudhyate. Swasiddhanta vyavasthasu is Swasiddhanta Pratipadana Prakareshu. As far as the mode of establishing their own philosophy, these people who are those Dvaitinaha, those who emphasize that ultimate reality is dualistic in nature. Different things of different types are there. There is no one homogeneous reality. So these Dvaitis people, Dridam Nishchitaha, they are Dridam, firmly Nishchitaha. Nishchitaha means concluded, decided. They're so rigid about that. This is the truth. It cannot be otherwise. They are not ready to listen to anyone else. So they are so concluded, decided. Not only that, parasparam virudhyanti. Parasparam, anyonya, mutually among themselves, they oppose one another. Whereas, ayam to be taken as Atmaika Darshana Paksha. This Paksha, or the Advaitin, who establish Atma is non-dual, Advaita in nature. This Paksha, what that? Taihi navirudhyate, is not opposed to them. They are opposed to Advaita, but Advaita is not opposed to Dvaita. Why so will be made clear afterwards. Now let us see the Bhashya of this Karika. Read Swasiddhanta Vyavasthasu.
स्वसिद्धांत व्यवस्थासु स्वसिद्धांत रचना नियमेषु कपिलकणाद बुद्धार्हतादि दृष्ट्यनुसारिणः द्वैतिनः निश्चिताः.
As far as this is concerned, Swasiddhanta Vyavasthasu from Karika. What does it mean? Swasiddhanta Rachana Niyameshu. Rachana means constructing. Niyameshu, the rules, means in the mode of establishing their school of thought or their principle. These Dvaitins, who are they? Namely, Kapila means Kapila Sankhya, Kanada Vaisheshika, Buddha, Buddhistic school of thought, Arhata, Jain school of thought, Adi, Drishtyanusarinaha. Drishti, a view. They view the reality like this, but it is not based on the Shruti. They don't accept the Shruti also. And if at all they quote, they misquote the Shruti. So that is Drishti Anusarinaha, those four, namely Dvaitinaha, Nishchitaha. They are so certain that what they speak alone is the truth. That's what they think. So Nishchitaha. So what is that Nishchitaha? Let us see. Continue.
एवमेव एषः परमार्थः न अन्यथा इति तत्र तत्र अनुरक्ताः प्रतिपक्षं च आत्मनः पश्यन् तत् तं द्विषन्तः इत्येवं रागद्वेषोपेताः स्वसिद्धान्तदर्शननिमित्तमेव परस्परम् अन्योन्यं विरुध्यन्ते.
Say, evam eva eshaha paramartha. Paramartha. The reality, ultimate reality, which gives moksha, is of such and such type alone. Evam eva. Of such nature only. What is nature? As they have decided, as they have concluded. So Paramartha, the ultimate reality which gives moksha. No anyatha, not only that, it cannot be otherwise. It is so. Tatra tatra. Tatra tatra means in different siddhantas of their choice. Different principles according to them, which they think that it is correct. Tatra anuraktaha. Anuraktaha means attached. They are so biased about it. Not only that, because of which pratipaksham cha atmanaha pashyanta. Anyone who speaks other than this, they consider them to be the rivals, pratipaksha, opponents. They consider them to be opponents and they jump to dismiss them. Pashyanta. Not only that, tam dishanta. The tam means that pratipaksha. Those who speak contrary to what they have concluded, so they not only, that is what, they consider them their opponent, but also they hate Dushantaha, they hate them. Iti evam. Thus, in this manner, Raga Dveshopetaha, endowed with likes and dislikes. Raga Dvesha. Swasiddhanta darshan nimittam eva. On account of their own siddhanta, parasparam anyonyam, mutually, viruddhyanti, they oppose one another. Whereas, as far as Advaita darshan is concerned, it doesn't oppose them. It can understand their limitations. At the level of their maturity, whatever that is there now, what they think alone seems to be correct to them, though it is not the final reality. That's why, as far as Advaita darshan is concerned, Taihi, with those people, who are those people? Anyonya virodhibhi, those people who oppose each other. Asmadiyah ayam Vaidikaha paksha. Asmadiyah, ours. Ayam is there. What is the ayam? Asmadiyah, our. What paksha? What type of knowledge it is? Vaidikaha paksha. Knowledge based on the highest pramana Veda. And this knowledge being Sarvananyatvad Atmaikatva Darshana Paksha. This truth is what? Sarvananyatva. It is the basis of everything. It is not something distinct from everything. And what say? Atmaikatva Darshana Paksha. Which sees the one common reality in and through the world of plurality. No doubt, in Vyavahara, duality is experienced, but in and through that, one common chord of non-dual Chaitanya, this Vedanta Darshana, Advaita Darshana, establishes. And therefore, it is not something opposed to them. It points out something which is in and through them. Not knowing this, they oppose this. Naviruddhyate. Means this paksha, Vedanta paksha or Vaidika paksha, doesn't consider them to be someone alien. They are the one who are the part and parcel of the ultimate reality. They are not someone distinct from the truth. So therefore, how this Vaidika paksha, that the reality is non-dual nature, doesn't differ or get opposed to them. This is explained with an illustration. Continue.
तैहि अन्योन्न विरोधिभिः अस्मदीयः अयं वैदिकः सर्वानन्यत्वात् आत्मैकत्व दर्शनपक्षः न विरुध्यते.
It was read. Continue.
यथा स्वहस्तपादादिभिः.
Yatha Swahastapadadi. Are you opposed to your limbs, hands and legs, etc.? This illustration has to be understood this. See, you are doing something, you are reading or writing something, and one mosquito sat on your leg. It is on the verge of biting. You are feeling it. Suddenly your hand came heavily down on the mosquito. You slapped it. The mosquito flew away and the leg got the blow. The leg is paining now because you have given such a blow, hard blow to that. Tell me, whom are you going to hit? Are you going to punish the hand or console the leg? Or better example can be this. This often happens. While eating, you bite the tongue. Common example, it happens. Do you get angry with the teeth? You punish? I will teach a lesson to them. I will uproot all these teeth. Do you do that? No. Teeth are mine, tongue is mine. Where is the opposite feature? Or where is the opposition between these two? Like just the hand is mine, leg is mine. There is no virod at all. Both are mine only. Like that. These Dvaitins are who? Our own real nature. The truth is what? Advaya only. Not knowing this, identify the body, they may tell 100 things. But that is why not going to be correct at all. So therefore, this Advaita Paksha, Atmaikatva Paksha is not opposed to Dvaitin at all. Concluding, read.
एवं रागद्वेषादि दोषानास्पदत्वात् आत्मैकत्व बुद्धिः एव सम्यक् दर्शनम् इति अभिप्रायः.
So therefore, as far as Advaita Paksha is concerned, it is not centered on Raga Dvesha, etc. Raga Dveshadi Doshanaspadattva. Doshanam Anaspadatva means Anashrayatva. Advaita Paksha being not an word. Field of having Raga, Dvesha, etc. in itself. Atmaika Buddhi eva. Buddhi is Jnana. Atmaikatva Jnana only is Samyak Darshanam iti Abhipraya. Is the right knowledge. This is the Abhipraya. This is the fact. This is the Shruti's opinion. Now the question is, why Advaita Darshana, Atmaikatva Paksha, is not opposed to Dvaita Darshana? The reason is being given. Read Bhashya.
येन हेतुना तैः न विरुध्यते इति उच्यते अद्वैतम् इति.
केन हेतुना तैः न विरुध्यते. Because of what reason Advaita Paksha is not opposed to Dvaita philosophy or Dvaita Paksha? What is the reason? If you ask, next Karika gives the answer. Read 18.
अद्वैतं परमार्थो हि द्वैतं तद्भेद उच्यते तेषामुभयथा द्वैतं तेनायं न विरुध्यते.
This is the fact. Advaitam Paramartha. We say non-dual Atma Brahma from Paramartha standpoint, the ultimate standpoint, the final reality standpoint. Because we also perceive Dvaita in Vyavahara. See, now, two stages of reality, two degrees of reality. One reality from the ultimate standpoint, the final truth standpoint. Other from the standpoint of empirical world, this Vyavaharika Jagat. What is the stand of Advaiti and what is the stand of Dvaiti is contrasted. Advaitam Paramartha. All that is there is one homogeneous, all-pervasive Chaitanya and Chaitanya alone. There is no trace of dualistic world. This is from the highest standpoint in its true nature. Because we, Advaitin, do accept duality, but when in the vyavahar, not in paramartha, in vyavahar, in the realm of ignorance, when you are identified with the body, when you mistake the body as I, you do experience, you do interact with the dualistic world. Advaita Vedanta accept that, but at Vyavahara level, not at Paramartha level. Therefore, because Dvaitam, the duality, Bheda, Dvaitam, Tad Bhedaha, Tasya Bheda, Tasya Advaitasya Bhedaha means Vikaraha, but in the sense of Vivarta. We accept Dvaita Jagat as though important, not truly, as though a Vikara, an effect of Advaita. But don't take literally an effect, like a seed becoming a plant, like a milk becoming curd. No, not that way. How Vikara effect Karya? Vivartataha is important, which Dvaitin overlook it. Vivartata means Advaita remaining all the time, same Advaita only, without any change whatsoever in it, appearing other than itself, which can be understood from our stock example of Rajju Sarpa. Rope all the time remaining as a rope appears as a snake. Advaya Brahma remaining all the time as Advaya Brahma only without trace of duality appears as a dualistic world. This is what is called as Tadbhedaha. Tasya Advaitasya Bhedaha Vikaraha Karya, but in the Vivarta sense. Uchyati. This is what we have to do. We do interact with the world. When the Advaiti Jnani, because of Prarabdha, when he is identifying with the body, he does interact with the world, and at that time is what? Dvaita notion is there. But he knows it is not a final reality. Whereas Dvaitins are concerned, this is their problem. Tesham. Tesham means Dvaitinam. Ubhayatha. Both ways. Paramarthataha, aparamarthataha, or vyavaharata. From Paramartha standpoint and also from Vyavahara standpoint. What? Dvaitam. From reality standpoint, they speak of duality. From empirical world standpoint, also they speak of reality, Dvaita. Both way it is, truth is, to them is what? Duality only. Tena. Tena means because of that. What is the because of that? Because that Dvaita Paksha is based on Brahma, Bhranti, erroneous notion. Therefore, Ayam means Asmat Paksha. Our stand, that is Atmaikatva Darshana Paksha. The Advaita Paksha, which establishes the Atmaikatva Darshana. Ayam add there. Taihi. Dvaiti bhi. Vido dvaiti. Na virudhyate. See, you know that there is only rope and not a snake. But the deluded person says, this is why your rope may be there, but this is a snake. There are two things, rope and the snake. Do you argue with him? You know what mistake he is doing. At the most, you sympathize with him. And if he's available, you'll make him discover what the truth is. Likewise, Advaitin, if he truly knows what reality is, he is able to understand the weakness of this Dvaiti. Where exactly he is going wrong, that Advaiti knows. Therefore, not opposed to them at all. Bhashya Advaitam Paramartha.
अद्वैतं परमार्थः हि यस्मात् अद्वैतं नानात्वं तस्य अद्वैतस्य भेदः यस्माद्द्वैतं नानात्वं तस्याद्वैतस्य भेदः तद्भेदः तस्य कार्यम् इत्यर्थः.
See, because Advaitam Paramartha is the ultimate reality, is the final reality. Yasmad, because Dvaitam. What is Dvaitam? Nanatvam, multiplicity, being different things being there. Nanatvam. Tasya means Advaitasya Bheda, that is the meaning of Tadveda. Tadveda means Tasya Advaitasya Bheda means Dvaitam Nanatvam. In short, what it means is Tasya Karyam iti Artha. Dvaita is the Karya effect of Advaita. But this statement has to be understood properly in the context of what is the nature of Advaita. Otherwise, like Dvaitin, you will jump. See, Dvaita is the effect of Advaita. Means duality has come. One seed was there. It gave rise to all these different things, planted, etc. No. For that purpose, Bhashyakara is highlighting the nature of Advaya Brahma, and from it, how dualistic world appears to emerge. Appears to emerge because truly it has not emerged, but appears to be so. This is brought to our notice by Bhashya, by quoting certain quotations from the Upanishad. Continue.
एकमेवाद्वितीयं तत्तेजो सृजत इति श्रुतेः उपपत्तेश्च.
Chandogya 6:2-2. Ekam eva adviti. The Sat Brahma, the ultimate reality, is Ekam, one. One can have other 2, 3, 4. No. Advitiyam. There is nothing other than that. This statement appears to be innocent statement, but it implies, we say ekam eva advitiya. One non-dual entity means it implies there is nothing other than that. If something other than that is there, dvitiyatva comes, advitiya will not be there. Ekam is not possible. When something else is not there, there is no occasion for any creation, because creation needs change, actual vikara, actual vikriya, actual change, which is possible only in dualistic world. Non-dual entity is satyam, avitatham, avikari, avikriya, changeless. And it being changeless, there is no occasion whatsoever of something being born in reality. Like the seed gives rise to a plant and tree. So that is what implied in the statement, ekam eva advitiyam. And yet, Shruti further tells, tat tejaha asrujata. Tat sat ekam eva advitiyam. What is it? Asrujata, created, tejaha, fire principle. Chandogya, because there space and air are not counted. Creation starts from fire on. So, what does it mean? This statement of Shruti can hold good only in the vivarta sense. In the sense, Advitiya Brahma doesn't, Sat Brahma doesn't undergo change, but appears to be something other than. That is called as Veda. That is called as Vikara. That is what in terms of Vivarta. This is very clear from these two statements. Iti Shrutehe. And also it says, Upapattescha. Also given to reasoning. Upapattescha. What is the reasoning? Because Advitiya Brahma cannot change. Nothing can be born of that. And yet if you experience, it is only an appearance. It is only an appearance, is proved further. Continue. Swachitta Spandana. Read. Swachitta Spandana Bhave.
स्वचित्त स्पंदना भावे समाधौ मूर्छायां सुषुप्तौ च अभावात्.
Swachitta Spandana Bhave. See, you say Dvaita Jagat is there. Have you closely investigated into this? When see, look, you cannot say Jagat is 24/7. There is a time when Jagat is not there as far as you are concerned. Your Jagat is not for 24/7. When you are asleep, you have no your Jagat. So when you are awake or you are dreaming, you have your waking Jagat or Sapna Jagat, dream Jagat. What happens at that time? This is the fact. Swachitta spandana bhavi. In the absence of spandana, vikara, modification of one's antakarana in terms of thoughts, antakarana vritti. When its absence, abhava is there. When can you find such situation or context? Example is given. Samadhau. In samadhi, antakarana vrittis are not there. Number one. You may say, I don't know. I have not undergone this state of samadhi. Well, murchayam. When a person is under swoon, fainted, or universally known, sushuptau. During the sleep, at the dvaitasya cha abhava. Because of absence of dvaita. Because absence of dvaita means when the mind is active in terms of its sankalpa, meditation, in terms of manana, chintana, thinking, Jagat is there. When it is not so, as in the case of either samadhi or swoon or sleep, Dvaita Jagat is not there. So it proves that Dvaita Jagat is the projection of your mind. Advaya Brahma Chaitanya being all the time same. When the mind starts projecting, there appears as though Dvaita Jagat is there. When the mind doesn't project, the Jagat ceases to be there. This is what is called as Tasya Bhedaha, Advaitasya Bhedaha. Advaya Chaitanya being the basis Adhisthana all along. When the mind projects, Jagat is there. This is called as Vikara. This is called as Bheda. This is called as Karya of Advaita. And not in the real sense that Advaita undergoes change and becomes the Advaita. No, it is not correct. Abhava. Continue.
अतः तद्भेदः उच्यते द्वैतम्.
Ataha, therefore, Dvaita Jagat being the projection of the mind with the Chaitanya as its basis. Ataha, Tadbhedaha. You know by now what is Tadbheda. Tasya Advaitasya Bhedaha Uchyate Dvaita. Dvaita is said to be Vikara, Karya, effect, the product of Advaita in this sense, not actual Parinama, not actual transformation, nor not actual Vikara change. This is what Advaita has to say. Whereas Dvaitin take it to be so. Continue.
द्वैतिनां तु तेषां परमार्थतः च अपरमार्थतः च उभयथा अपि द्वैतम् एव.
Tesham. In their case, who are they? Dvaitinam tu. In the case of Dvaitin, for them it is like this. Paramarthataha, from the ultimate reality standpoint, and also cha, and also aparamarthataha. Aparamarthataha means vyavaharikataya. From both ultimate reality standpoint and from the standpoint of empirical world, the vyavahara, the dealings in the world. There is ubhayatapi, in both ways, dvaitam eva. All that is there is for them what? Dvaita only. Where the Dvaita Paksha accepts the seeming duality during the functioning of the mind. But from ultimate standpoint, wherein mind has no locus standi in Chaitanya Atma being nirupadhika, there is no Dvaita Jagat at all. So the contrast is being drawn between these two. Continue.
यदि च तेषां भ्रान्तानां द्वैतदृष्टिः अस्माकम् अद्वैतदृष्टिः अभ्रान्तानां.
So the distinction is drawn by branding them as Bhranta, deluded people, and Vaidika thing is Abhranta, based on reality without delusion. Yadicha, in case, Tesham, Dvaitinam, who are they? Bhrantanam. Bhranta can be taken as deluded people, confused people, mistaken people. Some confusion is there. They committed a mistake, and therefore they got deluded. Therefore, their drishti is what? Bhranta, not given to the reality. Whereas, asmakam advaita drishti, our vision, their vision is what? Erroneous. Our vision is what? Abhrantana. We have no error. We know for certain what the reality is. That being the case, when they are under some confusion, some delusion, what you can do for them? If they are able, you can help them. But you are not antagonistic to them. You sympathize with them. They have committed mistake. Where is the question of being opposed to them? Opposing is possible. Something hostility is there. Something hostile is there. Opposition comes. There is no hostility here. One aspect is the truth. Other aspect is the error. If they are available, correct their error. That's all. Otherwise, sympathize with them. Pray to Bhagavan that at least one day let the good sense prevail upon these people. You can what? Be satisfied by that, because at least I have done my duty of helping them. They are not available for correction. So I pray to Ishwar. You can have a sense of fulfillment, because we did something for these people for confusion or mistake. But there is no occasion for being hostile to them. They have not done any harm to us, unless because of raga dvesha they do something. Only because they have committed an error, there is a question of our being opposed to them. We know their stand, where they have gone wrong. So therefore, as far as Advaita Paksha is concerned, there is no virodha with them at all. Continue.
यदि च तेनायं हेतुना अस्मत्पक्षः न विरुध्यते तैः
Tena ayam hetuna. Tena means Dvaitasya bhranti mulakatve. Dvaita being based on Bhranti, Brahma, error, mistake. Tena. Ayam. What is that ayam? It should be taken this way. See, Bhashya is Tena ayam hetuna asmat paksha. It should be taken Tena hetuna. Because of that reason, as told so far, ayam. What is that ayam? Asmat paksha. Our stand, Advaya paksha, Atmaikatva paksha. Taihi na virudhyate. He is not opposed to them. We sympathize with them. There is no hostility at all. There is no opposition as far as our. They can't dismiss us. We can point out where they have gone wrong, but they can't prove us to be wrong, yes, sir. This is corroborated by quoting some Shrutis. Some Shrutis point out because of ignorance, because of Maya, though the ultimate reality is one and the same, appears to be plurality in nature. Again, those Shrutis which ascertain there is no duality in reality. Let us see those quotations. Continue, Indro.
इंद्रो मायाभिः पुरुरूप ईयते न तु तद्वितीयमस्ति इति श्रुतेः.
First one is Brihadaranyaka 2:5-19. Second one Brihadaranyaka 4:23. Indraha. This pramana, Shruti pramana, to show that Dvaita is based on error, Brahma. Indraha, this Indra is not Devendra, not the king of the god deities. This Indra is Paramatma, as defined in Aitara Upanishad. Idandraha nickname has become Indraha. The Paramatma, which is that name is given to king of Devatas. Is a Mayabhihi. Mayabhi means on account of Upadhis, different embodiments it is built, that are built. Upadhi. Pururupaha, Bahurupaha, or having many forms. Iyate, Iyate, Pratiyate is experienced. Paramatma is experienced to be having many forms on account of upadhis. But this is not true. This is not final truth. The only appearance. Dvaita is only appearance. The truth is two, whereas in contrast to what is said here, Tadvitiyam nasti dishruti. That Dvaita, duality, which these confused people establish, truly not there. It appears, though it appears to be there, truly not there. Therefore, is an instance of error. And being an instance of error, we have no reasons to be hostile with them. We are not opposed to them. At best, we can point them out where they have gone wrong. We can't consider them as an opponent, for which a very apt illustration is given. Very interesting illustration is given. Read.
यथा मत्तगजारूढ़ उन्मत्तं भूमिष्ठं गजारूढ़ोऽहं वाहय मां प्रति इति ब्रुवाणमपि तं तं प्रति न वाहयति अविरोधबुद्ध्या तद्वत्.
See, it is like this. Let us see the context. Someone was riding on either a furious elephant or an elephant in rut. Because that elephant is very difficult to control. And this person is successfully riding on a furious elephant. That's why mad elephants can be there. You know that once it happened. Of course, it's nothing to do with this, but elephants are such, it can be dangerous. Once Surdas happened to go to Varanasi. Tulsidas used to stay in Varanasi. And one day, as his routine, he went to Ganga to have the bath, and he was returning. Then he found at a distant place, many have gathered there. He came to know that Surdas has come. Of course, he has to pay respect. He knows that Surdas is a great bhakta. But he had no time. The taken bath is a time for Anushtana. And he gets delayed, you go there. At the same time, he thought that at least I greet him and go. Saying hello, after we'll meet. Tulsidas went. Jai Ram ji ki Surdas ji. He greeted him. Surdas ji, Jai Ram. Surdas replied, Jai Ram Tulsidas ji. Tulsidas was surprised. He is first time meeting him. He cannot detect his voice. And yet, he has found that I am Tulsidas. He asked, Surdas, how did you come to know that I am Tulsidas? They Tulsidas. Who else can speak the name of the Rama so sweetly other than you? From that itself, I could make out who you are. And he said, I'm in a hurry for Anushtana. We'll come and talk. Yes, very good. And then what? The main crux is here. After he came, and they are talking. Both are devotees, one of Krishna. Meanwhile, one mad elephant started running toward these people. People started running. Bachao, bacho, bacho, bacho. Save yourself, save yourself, save yourself. The people shouted. And that mad elephant is rushing. And it is rushing in the direction of where? Where Tulsidas and Surdas are sitting. Surdas asked the attendant, what is going on? He said, well, mad elephant is coming this side. Oh, then you do that. Let us go to a safe place. So that attendant took him to a safe place. Tulsidas was simply sitting there, Ram, 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 Ram. The mad elephant came and people shouted, Tulsidas is finished now. But when it came to Tulsidas' floor, it got pacified. It knelt before him and went away. So it was restored. Surdas came. Tulsidas said, Surdas ji, what you have done is not correct. Why? Your Krishna is there. You have no Shraddha that he will help you. What Surdas said? Arey Baba, तुम्हारा कोदंडधारी राम है और मेरा ये बालकृष्ण नटखट है. क्या पता इधर है क्या, किधर खेलने को गया है करके. और how am I to rely upon him? जैसा भाव वैसा दे. He's right. ये बालकृष्ण है, इधर खेलने को गया होगा. What guarantee? But yours is what? Kodandadhari Rama. He will not budge. Anyway, a mad elephant is very difficult to control over. Now here is a person is riding on a mad elephant, keeping it in perfect control. There is a one mad person staying on the ground and shouting at him, come on, I am riding on an elephant. Drive your elephant against me. Madcap. Will that person take him seriously? Huh? He is my opponent. I will teach him a lesson. He will brush aside as a mad fellow. Is it not? Like that, Advaiti have no sense of opposition with these people. They know their limitations. We'll see that in detail.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्याय्येन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ